Robert back here, Bluegrass Bushcraft. I was tagged by the Kentucky Woodsman for the 8-question tag. Appreciate it, buddy. And I apologize for taking so long to get this done. Summertime is busy for me, and when I do get off work early, I mean, I've just had a lot going on. Got a little camper tent project I'm working on, hoping to have done by the spring meet, and so that's taking most of my spare time. So anyway, let's get with it with this. All right, first question is your most memorable camp. Man, these questions ain't fair. I mean, I'm like Cope. We're gonna have to do a video telling all of our most memorable camps because there's just so many of them. But I guess the main one that sticks out was a family camp. Me and my family and my brother's family, we all went up to the gorge one night to camp and camp for the weekend. And one day, the day we went that morning, my son was real young, just old enough to shoot a BB gun, just had started shooting his first BB gun. And there's a 5-gallon bucket across the creek from where we was camping. It was kind of partially submerged in the sand, and he was shooting at that 5-gallon bucket, teaching him how to shoot. And I don't know if the snake was in that bucket or just on the other side. Water was real shallow, ankle deep, and anyway, this big rattlesnake comes swimming across the creek straight at him. Scared me to death. I mean, it was just a dead line straight to him. And I grabbed him, threw him up on the bank, told the old lady to put him in the tent. And I didn't have a gun on me. All I had was that BB gun. And anyway, that snake, it just kept coming. And I picked up a big rock and threw at it. And I hit it with the rock, and it kind of swam off to the side and curled up under a cluster of roots and hid under there. And, I took that BB gun and I waited till I could see its head when it moved around, and I would shoot it in the head with that little BB gun. They don't have no power. I mean, it would just hit it hardly phased it. But I just kept on shooting it over and over and over every time I could get a shot at its head. And finally killed it. And went on camp, and then that night my brother's wife came over. And, it was a little after dark, and we was all sitting around the campfire. She got up to go to her tent and started screaming. And we ran over there, and she, big old copperhead crossed the path in front of her, scared her to death. And then we had guns by that time. And I had a little my father-in-law would give me it's his, so he can give it to me. I used it, a little 25 automatic, fit in the palm of your hand, a little Saturday night special. Been shooting it all evening. Cans, couldn't hit a can for nothing 5 feet away. I mean, you can't aim them things. And when my brother got there that evening, he brought his .22 rifles. And he's a good shot. I mean, he's a really good shot with the .22 rifle. And but he had a scope on it, so wasn't much good for close range. So there he was shooting at that copperhead 5, 6, 7 times, couldn't hit it. And I had a little .25 in my pocket, and I just pulled it out and just pointed it and shot. Blew his neck off, right? Not completely off, you know, about blew his head off. And just by chance, because like I said, I couldn't hit that can 5 feet away. I mean, I just hit it by luck. So that was probably my most memorable camp. So that's favorite knife. 2 down. And these knife tags have went around before, and I said it back then when I was tagged. That is not even fair. You can't pick one favorite knife. It's impossible. It can't be done. I would say my most favorite knife is the one that I have the most handy, that I get to. Right now I've got my Tom chipwood. I've beat this knife to death. This has been a real knife. I mean, I probably use that more than most when I'm out camping and bushcrafting. And I have my Dave Mize Kentucky Knife Man 1 knife. I mean, that is a beautiful knife. I've used it to death. I mean, I use a lot of knives on and off. I swap them back and forth. I keep that one on my belt kit, so it wasn't handy to get to today. But like I said, you can't pick this one. That's, I don't know who came up with that question. That's the stupidest. I mean, it can't be done. You can't pick this one. I mean, somebody needs to do a top 10 favorite knives. That's the only way that's going to be solved. Alright, next question. Where did you learn your bushcraft skills? Well, started when I was young, camping with my family, and just hiking in the woods, mountains, and I guess the first bushcraft skill I learned was the fat wood. Believe it or not, my mother taught me about fat wood. We didn't call it fat wood back then. We used pine knots, and we found fat wood, but we didn't call it that. I mean, I don't remember exactly what we called it, but I remember the pine knots for the resin we would use for starting fires. And used to be in a youth group at my church called RAs, and we done a lot of camping, and I learned a lot of skills doing that with my buddies, and got to watching YouTube. I learned a lot of skills from YouTube. I mean, YouTube is a great learning channel. I mean, there's nothing you can't learn on YouTube. I mean, you got some bad videos, but I mean, you keep watching, you'll find a video that's going to teach you something, no matter what you want to know. And the bow drill, I owe that to Billy Joe Denny. I went to his bushcraft meetup, spring meet, and he worked with me on that bow drill. I'd struggle and struggle and struggle until I met Billy Joe. He gave me a little small bow drill kit. I mean, I called it my magical fireboard. I mean, because anybody can get an ember on it. I mean, and that thing really boosted my confidence and got me to learn the bow drill. So I thank Billy Joe for that. Favorite fire starting method, and that would have to be the bow drill also. I love starting the fire with the bow drill, and I love practicing with new woods and trying to start it, and even if I don't, I mean, I'll learn what I can use and what I can't use and what's harder to use. And but I really like to start the bow drill when I do have time to do a bow drill. I mean, there's other times, I mean, I will use the ferro rod or flint and steel, but the bow drill is my most enjoyable, so I'm going to say that's my favorite. Okay, most essential piece of kit, and I would have to say, I think Coyote said the knife. That's a really good essential piece of kit, because I do use the knife quite a bit when camping and bushcrafting. But just a little step above the knife, or not really a knife, is a multi-tool, a good multi-tool. It's got a saw blade on it, a file, screwdriver, it's got a couple different knife blades, pliers. I mean, I use this day in, day out, working, camping, stays on me all the time. I mean, it's small, wear it on your belt, you never know it's there, it's always there, and I'm using it constantly. And use pliers for gripping pots and pans in the fire so you don't burn yourself. I mean, it's handy at camp, at work, at home. That's my most essential piece of kit. Okay, do you keep a bug out bag in your car? I don't have a bug out bag, or I don't call it a bug out bag. I have no intentions of bugging out. I call mine my get home bag, because I work so many miles from home. I mean, I drive close to 50 miles one way to go back and forth to work. And we have the Bluegrass Army Depot here locally where I live, and they're building an incinerator to destroy all the nation's stockpile of chemical weapons. And you never know when something might happen, and I can't get back to my family. I mean, that's my number one priority, is getting back to them. So I keep a bug out bag. It's got pretty much everything in it I will need. I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff that I'll need that's not in it. I need to go through that again and rework it, but I do have a gas mask in it just in case, the worst case scenario. because that's my priority, is just getting home to my family. Okay, what do you prefer, wood, gas, or alcohol stoves? I prefer wood. I mean, that's no doubt. I mean, wood is my favorite fire for cooking, for not always the handiest, and I don't always do it. I mean, there's times that I get ornery. Sometimes I got a little gas stove that I'll fire up under my hammock in the mornings and make me a cup of coffee. But I do prefer a wood fire, a good wood fire. There's nothing wrong with the alcohol or the gas stoves. I use them both, but I do prefer wood. All right, now it's the tags. I'm going to tag 3 people on this. First one will be Mr. Joe Profit. Buddy, you've been tagged. Buddy up in Canada, Wallace Vivian, tagging you, buddy. And the third one, last but not least, I don't think he's been tagged yet, and I would really like to hear his answers to these. Billy Joe Denny, if you would be so kind as to do this VR for me, really appreciate it. All right, thank you all for watching.